Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's May 30th. I am in a creek somewhere near Morning Sun, Iowa with my friend Paul. Met him online, and he's going to take me arrowhead hunting in one of his favorite creeks today, and we're going to see what we can find. So come along for the journey. Well, the creek is pretty silted in, but I'm going to admit, this piece had me going until I realized it was the heel of an old boot. Man, I thought I found some really cool engraved piece of hardstone. Oh, well. Well, the creek was something of a bust, so we're going to try our luck out here in one of these famous Iowa cornfields. A lot of corn stubble, a little bit of dirt showing, but I'll tune in if I see something. Well, here's the first flake of work flint in this field. Well, my first Iowa artifact, it's not much. It's the middle of a point. Now, just find one that's got both ends on it. Here's a better image of that point that Paul picked up yesterday. I feel bad, the only point we found all day, and I totally messed up the pickup video. Don't know what this type is called, but it looks like a little goldfish cracker to me. Well, that was a fun little outing. Well, we drove our ATVs right through a big old field of ryegrass, and that stuff just about put an end to me. I am not a friend to grass pollens, but didn't find a whole lot. I didn't really expect to, but it was fun to get out and look for arrowheads in a place I've never hunted before. And we found that one little bird point, which Paul was kind enough to gift me with. And I found that midsection, found a lot of worked pieces of Burlington chert. But I'm going to tack on to the end of this one a little slideshow of our recent visit on the way up here to Uranus, Missouri. So if you have a low tolerance for butt jokes, you might just want to skip past that part. And of course, it wouldn't be an Indiana Smith video without a random historical fact. On January 20th, 1961, when John F. Kennedy was sworn into office, there were 6 presidents in attendance that day. You had former President Harry S. Truman, you had outgoing President Dwight Eisenhower, incoming President John F. Kennedy, both their vice presidents, who would also serve as president, Lyndon Baines Johnson and Richard M. Nixon, and in the crowd, a congressman from Michigan, Gerald Ford, who would go on to succeed Nixon as president in 1974. There were almost 7 presidents in attendance that day. Former President Hoover was on his way to attend, and his flight was delayed by a snowstorm, and he was not able to make it out of safety concerns. He was quite elderly at the time. But still, that's so far as I know, the most presidents ever at one gathering in one place at one time in American history. So there's your random historical fact of the day. Now enjoy the slideshow from Uranus.